Hey guys, I told you I'd be back with another video with some of the new updates of the car, some of the new features I put in the dashboard. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of at a level right now where at a finished stage, and I've only got a few more things to put in the car, but the last update, let me show you some of the stuff that I've been doing to the car lately. Some of the first things that I did recently that I was talking to some of you guys online about is, if you notice, I'm using clear acrylics now instead of smoked acrylics. I got a brand new set of overlays, the aluminum set from Eric. The rest of my electronics and everything are the same. Some of them have had some small refits to them. The functions still apply the same way on my tack board. Those are still 90% of my real gauges. The big difference, of course, is the voice box. The voice box has been completely remodeled. I pulled out that old piece of acrylic, put in a new piece of acrylic, more layered, so it had that 3D look that the third and fourth season cars have. So that's of course still tied into my pod unit. My monitor at this point is still serving as my backup, my rear view mirror. I flip it on with my overhead console up here. Alright gang, the one thing that's always bugged me ever since I've driven this car is every now and then people come up and they obviously say they want to see the car turned on. My dashboard is triggered by my key. You know, you turn the key, the dash lights up, looks like a kit. Well, my big thing is I wanted to do it from outside the car. So let's pretend that Thomas here, our cameraman, is, you know, basically somebody who's wanting to look at the car, or if I'm at a car show. Now I don't have to always jump in the car anymore and, you know, reach in, key it on. You know, I could just say like abracadabra and poof, the dashboard turns on. I've tied in a hidden switch in another location that can fire up my dashboard. It just uses the ground signal and turns on, because I would always hate jumping in, jumping out. So, you know, like, turn off. And he's off. You know, it's like, hey Kit, turn on.
Clap on, clap off, huh?
But that's not the best of it. I got some new features hidden on here too. Some of the new stuff I've added to the car, a lot of you have been following and have been asking me questions, is I've been installing soundboards. Last time I did a video like this explaining about the car, I showed all the pods, the electronics, they're all the same. The only difference now is that I've integrated sound chips into them. Let me demonstrate. On the left side pod, you know, we've got a series of, you know, boost and all that. Well, in this case, my boost button is now the turbo boost sound. Ultrasonic frequency, I really haven't done much with yet. My trunk lid is a true actuating button. I just popped my trunk, so my hatch will probably slowly open, but I'm not worried about the camera seeing that right now.
Right on.
My rocket boost on here is another soundboard which is shared with turbo boost. I can turn it off too if I want. And of course eject. Eject always has to happen. System protect, fire, and assign. Those are saved for later on. Those are a little on the top secret side. One thing I skipped in this button row is my oil slick. One thing I've done with the oil slick button is actually made it shoot oil. Well, more or less. I'm going to have my cameraman back here. Hopefully I'm not going to spray him. I'm going to give you a quick demonstration. Don't be shy, come a little closer. And when we hit our oil slick button,
Ah!
basically that's my oil slick function. It's in order not to piss off the EPA. It's obviously not real oil, it's colored water, but it's refillable. Through what I've done is I've set up a reservoir and a sprayer in my trunk area, and essentially it's just triggered to a pump, and that activates and sprays people who don't stop fucking tailgating me. On the pod unit I have the smoke screen button, and it does actually turn on and turn off a smoke screen feature that I've equipped now on my Knight Rider car. I didn't have it before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in the car really quick. I'm going to fire him up because I have to have the engine running and the exhaust hot. And I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of my smoke screen. I do have a safety enabled for the smoke screen, so like my kids or a passenger doesn't get creative and want to start playing with my smoke screen button. I have an actuator here that basically arms my smoke release. Check it out. Okay, hope you enjoyed the little smoke screen there. And if I see any of you guys in Vegas coming up, then maybe we'll get to smoke out Fremont a little bit. But one other thing that I did change that I had a few people ask about from the pictures I posted online is, if you notice now, my shifter is a little bit more odd than it used to be. The reason behind that, if you notice, I do have the Knight Rider center console support now, and with a normal 5-speed shifter, it would be virtually impossible for me to shift into 5th gear. My fist would punch the support. So essentially what I've done is I made a different style shifter. Kind of feels like flying an airplane. And with the little button built into the side right here, my little horn button. So I thought about doubling that as my smoke screen, but well, I think that would just probably get me in too much trouble. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Keep your eye out for some more. I've got some more stuff coming, but this is my newest set of updates and upgrades on the car. If you guys got any questions, give me a holler or hit me up on my email account. I'll keep the videos coming. Till then, see you later.
Vaya con Dios.